U.S. courts has adjourned ruling on a subpoena application for Bola Tinubu's record from Chicago State University after the institution denied knowledge of a certificate the Nigerian president submitted to the country's Electoral Commission Inec to run for office. Politics Nigeria reports that Chicago State University lawyer Michael Ace told the court that the school was not in a position to authenticate Tinubu's certificate as either fake or genuine. He said that the school's administrators would not be able to certify the certificate because they just don't know where Tinubu obtained it or how. Ace also admitted there were several contradictions in Tinubu's certificates, including the date it was issued and the same of the school president at the time. Is the diploma authentic? Is the diploma authentic or is it a forgery? Mr. Client can't answer yes to either of those questions. Mr. Hayes said at the hearing of Chicago in the lawsuit brought by Atiku Abubakar, Mr. Tinubu's main challenger and the candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) during the February 25 presidential election, Atiku Abubakar filed the suit to compel Chicago State University to produce records relating to Tinubu and make its top officials available for deposition to certify the produced records. Abubakar's lawyer said the documents and depositions are being sought for use in the Nigerian Supreme Court, where the final battle over Tinubu's election is now headed. Alexander the Grammont, who appeared in court for Mr. Abubakar, said, "Your Honor, we don't know whether the Nigeria Supreme Court could be receptive to the new evidence or not, but we just want to be able to present the new evidence to them from Chicago State University," Mr. De Grammont said. He said, "We already have them, the documents. What we are seeking is Chicago State University's authentication or their explanation for some of the discrepancies." Tinubu's lawyers, represented via telephone conference by Christopher Michael, said Abubakar was on a fishing expedition. They noted that the previous statements of Chicago State University to the effect that Tinubu graduated from the school were enough. Michael said there was no need to produce further evidence or place the school's officials under oath to speak to the authenticity of Tinubu certificates. He said the proceeding would only fuel online truths because the Supreme Court won't accept new evidence even if produced. Bola Tinubu submitted the certificate to Inec on June 17, 2022, claiming it was issued in 1979 and signed by Elnora Daniel. However, it was discovered that Ms. Daniel did not enroll at Chicago State University until 1998, 19 years after Mr. Tinubu was supposed to have graduated. Furthermore, she left the school in 2008 due to a financial mismanagement scandal, which occurred 14 years before June 2022, when Chicago State University issued another certificate in Mr. Tinubu's name. This issuance was prompted by a subpoena from a Nigerian lawyer who had raised questions about Mr. Tinubu's educational background. These contradictions and other discrepancies led Mr. Abubakar to file a lawsuit compelling Chicago State University to provide records related to Mr. Tinubu's educational history. You see all this nonsense wey Tinubu do for Lagos, na only Lagosians, na only all those ones, maybe with their own region, they feel they condone things. Beg you, feel nobody wey perfect, we just leave and we move on. But this one na Nigeria, they don't tell and say Nigeria no be Lagos. We be say those people they take anything wey una dey dash or una dey feed them with. This is Nigeria. Nigeria is bigger than that Lagos that we are talking about. You see, the lawyer is saying that they will not need this at the Supreme Court. It does not matter. It does not matter. Something is wrong somewhere. Let everything be made open. You might not blame Inec because it is what is submitted. According to what the law says, it is not in the place of Inec to go and be doing all of that. It is the job of the party to be able to know those who they are going to be presenting. Just like what happened in Bayelsa a day to the swearing in, when the so-called governor-elect as at that time was preparing, oh my god, fully preparing and doing parade and practicing and all of that. All of a sudden the badness just hit him. That is a deputy elect that wetin he submitted, correct. So at the end of the day, it was the party that was blamed, not Inec. So because if you don't want to suffer any loss or any wastages or whatever, you have to pick somebody who is right. But the nonsense wey dey happen for APC now, now they put them for all these things. And of course the issue of the issue in Bayelsa, so it was under APC Egbekegbe, under Oshomole, who is now saying white and calling it black. Those guys, you need to fear them. So but the bottom line now is that something no dey correct. Something no dey correct. A lot of Tinubu supporters are angry. They swear for this guy, okay, Atiku. It doesn't matter. Let us know the truth. Even if the evidence is not accepted by the Supreme Court, at least let's know the truth. Let the truth be known that Tinubu is a fraudster. Exactly. Seems there's no headless mope here to attack Obi or Igbo for Tinubu varsity scandal. They go there now because I don't know Nasiku with this but they go put them on top of Obi now. You see, I thought it's Atiku that is dragging Tinubu. Why do you want to attack Obi and Igbo people? All Tinubu misfortune is blame on Obi, obedience and Igbo. Hey, Agbero or Oluwole certificates is nowhere to be found. I wonder why so many allegations will be levied against somebody and to come out to defend. One of the several things in question will be a difficult issue to the person. Is that reasonable at all? Regardless of policies, he should be bold enough to come out and prove himself innocent of all the irregularities surrounding his certificate issues. A caliber of President Tinubu supposed not to be pushed around for this type of disgraceful thing before the issue should have been resolved. If he's not criminally inclined, it is very shameful. You think like Uma, not like a Agbero. Who is this person? Okay, now one of their brothers. Now people can they talk like that. I think said Yoruba people they say Omoluabi, they get shame. All this kind of thing, it's just so shameful. And you are seeing some people coming out with their foot chest to defend him. That is to tell you that if people now come out and say yes, all of you are in the same thing, you are doing the same thing, or you believe in all this Oluwole, so don't blame people because you guys are all coming in your large numbers to defend him. Anyone transferring his aggression in this matter to Peter Obi and leaving Atiku is an animal forever. It shows the level of animalistic, dubious tendencies in some foods in Nigeria, especially some Yorubas. Atiku is the one fronting this case, who has decided not to allow Tinubu's fake certificate to be swept under the carpet, and you fools have refused to fight Atiku and his supporters. Any blow hit at Tinubu from any angle because of excess baggages will start being useless and stupid by attacking Obi and the Igbos. May thunder from Chicago and Lagos fire all of you. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this.